It is surprising how little reaction there was to Jesus' death on the cross. His enemies tried to brush the whole thing off like nothing had happened. Jesus' disciples hid behind locked doors out of fear. The world that Jesus had died for didn't really seem any different, but everything had changed. But at least for the first few days, no one understood. They thought Jesus' death was a defeat, a loss. Because they were so distracted and preoccupied, they missed seeing the power of the Lord wrapped in humility, because it was God Himself who took a sip to soothe his thirst, and then He declared His victory. When He had received the drink, Jesus said, "It is finished." With that He bowed His head and gave up His spirit. The Lord of life had died in our place. The sins of the world had been paid for. Every prophecy about the Messiah had been completed. Well, almost every prophecy. In 3 more days, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords would rise from the grave and prove that He had finished the work He came into the world to do. My prayer is that we never forget about the power and importance of Jesus' death and resurrection. I hope it doesn't become something that we spend time thinking about once a year. Every day we live in the victory that Jesus has won for us. The sins that once condemned us have been paid for. The devil's accusations can't hurt us. Jesus has opened heaven to us. Today, tomorrow, and every day, we live as the forgiven and loved children of God. All because in His humility, our God died in our place. Let's use every opportunity to point others to the victory at the cross and the peace and joy of the empty tomb. Amen.